fish may symbolize the song that God has given you. So push it, do your part, leave the rest to God. So that's why some people, they do one album and it doesn't become a hit and they want to fold up.
Yeah.
No, you have to keep on doing what you are doing. Mm-hmm. Keep on doing what you are doing.
And know that
one day, oh yes, one day, God may pick something from what you are doing to bless the people. Timing is also important.
Is it?
Yes, timing is also God important. But because we are human, it's not everything that we are previewed to, especially so far as timing is concerned. So you do what you do. Just keep on doing. Don't get tired.
Don't get
tired. The Bible says in Galatians, don't be tired of, don't be weary. As human, God knows that we can be weary. So he said, he's assured that don't be. Because maybe at the time you'll be weary, that's the time your breakthrough is on the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so true.
Yeah.
Daybreak Hits with Andy Dusty.
And that's Mary Ghansah.
Reverend Mary Ghansah.
Yeah, Reverend Mary Ghansah. What did I say?
You said Mary Ghansah, and I said Reverend Mary Ghansah.
Did I not say Reverend?
Okay.
Reverend Mary Ghansah. *281#. Win some money so you can continue producing and producing and producing. Without the money, you can't work. Now, I'm trying to choose my words carefully so someone doesn't get offended. The true Christians, you see this guy, he say we should forget God. I'm not saying we should. Let's forget the God factor in this context. And let's broaden it where you are doing your music. You can be a Muslim. You can be a Buddhist. You can be a non-believer. You don't believe in any being. There are atheists who give us songs and we enjoy them. You may not even know their religion or their backgrounds. Yet we enjoy their songs. In fact, no one cares. Yeah, someone sings gospel music. He is not a Christian. So what? I'm just enjoying the songs. Give me the songs. That's all. In this case, when Reverend Mary Ghansah, let me make that correction, is talking about, yes, don't fold. Don't fold up yet. Keep doing it, and leave it to God. And one day, the star or the sun will shine. If I don't have enough to keep doing and doing, what happens? Robert, you were not here yesterday. I want to start it with you.
Sure.
In your case, where you recorded Inofa, or you gave us one hit song, it's Rebecca, it's Rebecca, Afa, we all danced to it. Then you came up with another sweet song featuring Daddy Lumba and Kojamchi on the same song. Yet Ghanaians didn't give you any attention. And you want to do it. Meanwhile, cash no day. Radio is not giving you mileage. YouTube or whatever, you are not getting streams. How do you keep doing? In this case, what will you do? Or the question is too heavy?
It's too heavy, it's too loaded, and it's not even me. So I'm wondering, I'm trying to put myself in the shoes.
Try and put yourself in that shoes. You are a size 42.
You know.
Okay, before you take out the God factor, let me just quickly say this, that in the same Bible, there are always different twists to stories. And how do I put this? So if you take the Lord's Prayer, there's a section where Jesus Christ teaches us to say, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven, which simply means that there is a will of God and it happens in heaven. And we are supposed to call it onto the earth for it to happen here. Now, some folks will tell you that there are 4 wills at work. There is a God will, there is a human will, there's a devil's will, and then there's a will of the earth in terms of agents of change like the wind, earthquake, and all of that. Some people might call it the act of God if you want. But so these are 4 wills. But I just want to establish the fact that humans have got free will, and there are countless occasions where you go into the Bible and you will clearly see that it is a will of God and a will of man at work for certain things to operate in this particular earth.
Right.
So yes, if God has given you a song, that, yes, he's giving you that. Impregnated with that particular song is a potential for success. But then again, there's a role you are supposed to play. So Moses was supposed to play a role in getting the Israelites out, right? And Daniel was supposed to play a role. I think even in Daniel's case, after 400 years of the Israelites held captive, it actually went beyond 400 years. There was an extra 30 years, and he discovered in the books that they were supposed to be free, but they were not free, and so he had to activate it. So there was something that he did, which means he had to play a role. When they wanted to build a house for God, David acquired all the things he needed, but God said, I don't want you to build. So Solomon had to come and build it. So the temple was not going to come by itself. Humans were going to play their role. When Jesus wanted to send a message out there, he had to look for 12 disciples to work with. Simply means that God always works with people, and people are supposed to avail themselves and play their role in ensuring that his will comes to pass. So if he's giving you a song, pick the same principle. God has given you a song. There is a role you are supposed to play in ensuring that the song goes to its fullest potential or grows to its fullest potential. So you have to understand the science and art of projecting your music to the fullest. Because sometimes the idea of God will play a particular, or God will leave it to God, almost feels like if you try some more, no, then you leave. No. If it's your calling, if it's you in partnership with God, it doesn't mean you leave the responsibility to God. No, there's a role that you're supposed to play. So for me, it's about playing that role and playing it to the fullest, and knowing clearly that you have to give it your all and make sure it works. You know, that's one side I want to be able to trumpet. Now, in terms of if it is not working and whether you should give up and stuff like that, the reality is, if it's God-given, then you know that there is a reason, and so you want to be able to depend on God to take you through to the end. And so you don't want to stop, because obviously perseverance and not giving up are all traits. Long suffering is all part of the fruits of the Spirit and all of that, so you have to work with it. But if it is not from the Lord God and you found yourself in that space and you don't hit it, and you hit a rock button and it ain't working, that one, we can't really say what it is. I mean, it really depends on you. It depends on all factors. You can't outrightly say you should quit, because who knows? There are people who've done things over and over again, and then somehow, some way, ways are paved. However, there are others who keep pursuing certain paths that are basically a waste of time, and they have to be able to change their course to go through another route. So that I can't really say. It has to be you and your God and your life, and you being able to make the right decision to be able to pursue. I think you just, in all cases, you just need to observe the facts on ground and make the right decision. We hope you do make it.
Okay. Kwame?
Andy, the underlying word here is hit song.
Mm-hmm.
What is a hit song?
A hit song is a song that I hate it. If it doesn't, and it, that one is different. There are some songs that is supposed to be a hit. I said a hit, I was shim.
That's how I'm picking.
Okay.
Yeah, but you see, a song that doesn't say I'm picky cry doesn't mean it's not a success.
Yeah.
I think that's what we were trying to establish. That a song can be meant for X, which may not be for the masses.
Right.
And once it goes to achieve that, it has achieved its purpose.
Right.
That's it.
A successful song.
Yes. Doesn't necessarily mean a hit song.
Something Newman mentioned.
Are we sure about that?
Yeah.
A
It doesn't necessarily
successful
mean a hit
song.
Yeah.
Who measures that success?
That's
Is
it.
it the artist himself or herself,
Or
the consumers of the music? Because
because if 50 people are supposed to benefit from this particular song, and they do benefit, they will decide that.
no, who determines the number of people that are supposed to benefit from the song?
So for example, I'm doing a song and I'm doing it for, let's say I'm doing Jama songs for Ghanaians. and it's for Ghana. That's what it means.
Yeah.
So if Ghanaians are happy with it, I'm happy. But if the song down goes overboard, it goes to Ivory Coast. It goes to
How many Ghanaians?
So it could be you are doing it for your fans. If your fan base are like 200, and you say I'm doing this for my fans, then it means that's the size of the market you're working with.
Safa.
You
So
understand?
it means it's a hit song?
No. So it's a
Successful song.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's successful. It doesn't necessarily mean it's a hit song.
So,
Do you get what I'm
so
saying? I'm saying
what
that-
Robert is saying is that Robert is limiting this to the subjective sense. What he's doing right now means that if I am an artist and I release a song, I determine whether the song has hit that level.
Is
or
that
not.
what he's trying to say?
Is it a successful song or not?
A target.
Success- yes.
Per what he's saying,
Yes.
if I get him correctly,
I get him.
supposing it's a funeral song.
Yeah.
Now, let's segment it properly.
Yeah.
This is a funeral song. You don't expect to hear it at parties. You go to funerals and every funeral is playing
It's
it.
playing
That's
it.
it.
You've attained your
Successful song.
Successful.
It's successful.
It doesn't
That's-
necessarily mean it's a hit
It's
song.
a hit
Yeah,
song.
so that's what he
That's
said.
what I'm
Or-
saying. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so now to a hit song. A hit song is a song that is enjoyed by a lot of people. A lot of people. It has the numbers. It has the ratings. It's raking in the figures for you, the money for you as well. That is a hit song. And so if we say it today, Kim Palute's Asida is a hit song. No doubt about that, because it's been enjoyed by a lot of people, even
What
in
about?
Ghana.
Could it also not be? Sorry, I'm cutting you, but it's a very interesting topic. So we all have
With
some-
many angles.
Yeah. Now that all of these hit songs are backed by
Data.
data, in this case, a song can be enjoyed everywhere, but may not be enjoying streams. That's also a fact.
He
For
even
instance-
said raking in money. Some songs are big hits.
And they're not giving you money.
Yeah.
Exactly. So-
For example,
so
one
check your
corner.
metrics.
I'm very sure one corner was played everywhere, but didn't get enough streams. Well, how many people would go and stream? I'm just on top of my head. That how many people would go and stream one corner?
Fanoform.
So I think there are a number of variables.
No, I'm just thinking that before Obi Beka said I'm being
You are right. You are thinking right.
yeah, but it was
That's
everywhere.
right, Rain.
But it was everywhere. Do you understand? I'm very sure a lot of big
A
in
song like
quotes,
Fanoform.
A-list artists would release songs, would stand on stage and people would jam to it, but checking the back end, 200 streams, like, where the asset? Now, compare it to back in the day where cassettes or vinyls or CDs were sold. It would also be backed by same data that, hey, challenge you they are top out. And so it may not be enjoyed widely. That could also be a hit.
Yeah.
Because by data, when you go to Big Ben, you tell you sold, oh, I'm the 1,000 copies nearby and that day now the sign. But you may hardly hear it played on radios or at parties. Again, some songs may not be sold, some tapes may not be sold, yet radio, parties, you go everywhere and they are played.
So that's why I think
Yeah.
we can't just use one parameter in determining what a hit song is. We need to put together all these things you've mentioned. Whether it's streams, it's radio airplay, it is how the song
streets.
or streets.
Stream streets.
like
airplay.
like TDMA does with the accollations and all that. So if we are putting all these together to determine what a hit song is, and gospel songs are also songs, and Reverend Mary Ghansah is telling the gospel artists that, you know what, don't worry so much about how hit your song is, but think about the message, because God uses different songs to affect different people at different times. And so maybe the song that you have released is meant to go and change the lives of Edemen Santo Tome and some rascal somewhere, the two people.
Please.
Just them.
Please take my name out. And Sam Rascal, why do you have me?
You are
there?
part of my sample size.
Thank you.
Very mathematical.
Yeah.
So maybe that song is meant to go and change the lives of these two people. But let's not forget that a song in its entirety is not just the message. There is instrumentation, The record producer who sits and then creates the melody, the beats, and everything is also adding something that will contribute to the hit. So, in as much as you are selling the message as inyame asem to the people to change them, there is an accompaniment which could trigger the hit. So you may not be focused on maybe producing a hit song, as in you using the language to make a hit song, but the producer who is doing the magic with the beat and with the melody and the instrumentation is causing your song to be a hit song. So even though you may not set out to say, hey, me a hit song, now me a gospel artist, what I'm doing is that I'm just preaching. Then you might as well go and record just your voice preaching and then go sell it, and don't think about the instrumentation and the music bits of the composition. So, as a gospel artist, if you take the advice Reverend Mary Ghansah is giving you, you might not produce anything that is so compelling. You just go to the studio and just be thinking about the message and not think about the other accompaniment, which is the music that will make the thing thrive and travel faster.
Kwame, I disagree.
Okay.
You know why?
Okay.
Because there was a section where she said that after you've done everything in your capability, like everything that you could possibly do, leave the rest to God. So she's not ruling out the role you are supposed to play in ensuring excellence or meeting standards or ensuring that you have crossed all your T's and dotted all your I's. She's not ruling that particular part out. All she's saying is that if you've done all you can, leave the rest to God. So the all you can has to be highlighted, appreciated, and expatiated on, so that we can be clear that that particular component requires human efforts and human efforts to the fullest. So she didn't say that eliminate that part. All she's saying,
you have to end what she said. That keep doing and doing it. If media God
See.
still am far.
No, because she said purpose of song, right? So if the purpose of the song is supposed to achieve X, Y, Z, and that has been achieved outside of it being a hit, that's it. The question here is not about you. So the hit is not the focus.
And the thing is that
It's not the focus because you had a purpose for the song.
but the song is not just the message.
But nobody's saying that the song is a message.
Yes.
Nobody's
So if you
saying that.
thrive, but she is thriving solely on the message of the song, because this is gospel we're talking about.
No, but she mentioned purpose. And when you say purpose, she didn't say message.
Do you know that music or a song in its sense of the
several
word?
components.
Okay, it has the music, it has the words.
Yes.
Do you know that apart from the gospel artist communicating to the people out there with a message in their bid to change the people, the music that comes with a song also has its psychological implications and how they can make people happy.
True.
So you think that you are only preaching and evangelizing through the word of God, but the music that accompanies the lyrical content is also going to do some magic in the life of somebody.
Yes. But she didn't say that she was against that.
No, but impliedly, when she says when God gives you the song, it's meant to go and do something. She's actually talking about the message that God is sending to the people.
You need to understand the biblical angle. Remember that when David used to play stuff for King Saul, for the what you call it, the demons to leave.
Preach.
You understand what I'm saying? So a song is not just, don't focus just on the lyrics, but because she didn't say that, and you can, otherwise then it's an assumption. Because when I've forgotten the instrument that David used
Harp.
to play. Yes, but he played that for the demons to leave. Yeah, so clearly what I'm saying is that it's a component. It's like it's a composite product. So if you single it out, then you might think that she is saying that. But for as long as she didn't mention that, I don't want us to assume. Then it feels like we are saying that she said what she hasn't really said. So for the purposes of what a song is and what the background to a song is from biblical perspective, we can safely assume, especially because she's not said that it means the entire composite product.
No, but it is still worrying. You know why? Because it is creating the impression that as a gospel musician, when you set out to do music and it doesn't become successful, you shouldn't be bothered. So imagine me as an artist, gospel artist, I have released songs, about 10. They are all not hitting. Then I say, oh, because Auntie Mary Ghansah is saying, oh.
Okay, question. It's not hitting, but is it achieving the purpose?
What purpose can you achieve without your song
wait,
hitting?
so hold on. So let's just say that you release songs.
Oh, but what are you saying?
What purpose can you achieve?
Hey, just as you mentioned,
What purpose?
Obiane the target. Oh, if my target is not to make a hit,
We are winning
something you
souls
want-
for Christ.
Okay, yes.
And your song is not being listened to by anybody.
No,
But
not,
if-
not,
no.
If being a hit is
Kwame, are you
not
saying?
equal
Thank
to,
you. Are you saying that if
Obi enti enyim no.
David,
Kwame now then?
Ebe dey asesa obi.
I know that.
David.
No, nobody is listening to the song. Why are you?
But does that determine a hit song?
No,
For somebody like OJ and Konya hit now.
Ojinya hits.
Okay,
Hey,
wait.
Apoya to tattoo.
But
Obi Nyawaye.
when did he get there? How did he get there?
No, he has
when
had
he
hits,
came, he
plenty hit songs.
Okay,
but the question is-
let's use a
Plenty.
scientific way to be able to describe what you mean by hits.
Okay.
100 is hits. Okay, so let's say if 100 is equal to hits, and I produce a song and it gets up to the point 50. I haven't gotten to the hit mark, but I have 50% of what hit mark is. Is that acceptable?
That is average.
Yes, average. But the average, I have all the churches, all our wings of churches, or all our various denominations, etc., listening to my song, using it for worship. But it is not the number one in the country.
So you are giving degrees of hitting.
No, so in
now,
that
you
case-
are not trying to
No, because
to rank the hitting.
No, so all I'm trying to say is that the song may not be a hit, but it doesn't mean that it's not being listened to. That's all I'm saying.
But if it's been listened to, you also need to know how many people are listening.
Yes, so you need to, but it doesn't necessarily mean that if you don't have the 100 points, or let's say the 80th point upwards, then it means that the song is a failure. No. Even if I have the because you see,
What essence will it be if you release a song and you think a certain small number of people are listening, and then that particular song is not translating into monetary gains to help you finance future projects?
okay, good. So I may be a choir leader, and I'm tied to a church, and I also produce songs, and then the songs go out there. So yes, it's not necessarily my area of focus, but at the end of the day, we have a few folks who are listening to it, and I'm being fed from the church. What you're saying will not hold. All I'm trying to say
How
is,
many of
and
those
I'm
people do we have in this
and
country?
I'm coming. If we use this
Apart
criteria
from-
of yours, then nobody will have a
Makers
starting- I'm
Music
coming.
and those-
If we use this criteria of yours, then
Yeah.
nobody's going to start and hold on until they become big stars. Because you see, my starting point, I can go 5 years, all building my brand, building my my catalog, building my experience and all of that. And for all these 5 years, I'm not going to be able to impact the numbers you're looking for. But maybe in my 7th year, I may become that huge, and then my song will be. So are you saying that if I should listen to you today and I'm on the
What-
4th year, I should give up?
What you are saying
That's what
is
I'm
not
saying.
even exclusive to gospel music.
Chairman.
It's not exclusive.
The thing there.
What he's saying is
He's
a
a
general
gospel
thing.
artist manager. Let
Oh,
him
forget him.
The thing
What
there.
Robert
Please
is
let me go
saying
to Martinez
is
before I beg you.
let me wrap up. What Robert is saying is a general thing. We keep telling people, oh, if you try first, it doesn't work, try again, and then try again, and then try again. But with the people in the gospel music fraternity, they've made it seem that not being affluent, not doing things extraordinary is what gives them some kind of happiness. And so almost always they want to preach the minimalist kind of ideology. I don't subscribe to that. If you were a gospel artist, go all out.
I
Go all
agree
out.
to going
for,
all out.
for a long time, anytime you listen to them, even in how they carry themselves, everything in moderation, in moderation, to the extent that now even when it comes to hit song, they don't want to encourage you to go all out and let so many people listen to your songs, but they're creating the impression that for some time. No, sometimes you will do that thing. 10 people are listening, sir, for 20 years. You need to just quit. Just quit. There are times you need to quit and go and find something else to do.
Like what?
And then they will keep encouraging you. And 10 people are listening. They are the ones God has chosen for you. Unya shim film. Sana Yesu aba. Sana Yesu aba. Omunyai sa.
Yes, we what I mean.
Which gospel person were you?
Adi,
Yeah.
like I said yesterday, this is just a motivational message.
Mo in our
It's
you
a
said it
motivational
yesterday.
message because when you look at the secular artist, you realize they are being very successful even in the digital era compared to the gospel musicians. We agree and we understand that the digital space now is playing a key role in the music space. So for me, anytime there's an opportunity like this, I expect them to throw more light on how they can understand the music business. I'm not saying they don't understand it, but they can understand it well, especially this current era we found ourselves in. Look, back in the days, they were doing so well because there were record labels handling them. And with the labels, they don't look at it from that angle that, oh, it's not necessarily producing a hit song. You have to keep doing and doing. It's all about the message. The record label does the technical work. So I give an example with Bandex, IG Codes, John Mensa support. They understand the terrain very well. After you go to the studio and deliver, they also know the rudiments that they will take the music through. But nowadays, it's become a bit difficult having label supporting artists. So when you look at the gospel fraternity, it's like now it has become very challenging, especially with this digital era. And so when you compare them to those in the secular music, you realize they are really hitting the music business very well. They are really following the rudiments. With what Auntie Mary Ghansah is saying, or Reverend Mary Ghansah is saying, I think it's just a statement that most of them do say, even at the church. Never give up, never give up. But we need to understand. Look, I've been to some churches and we realize the way they enjoy foreign gospel songs compared to ours, especially certain hours. It's to me, I see it as alarming. Because somewhere is
Ghanaian
like
churches.
yes, Ghanaian churches.
Yeah.
Yes, and
It
you know
depends
what-
on where you go to.
Fine, but but you see, sometimes when they even invite foreign artists, we've discussed this issue over and over. The way they treat them, even how much they pay them, and not compared to our artists. It's because of their branding. It's because of the way they present themselves. It's because of their craft.
That one I don't agree 100%. But you go ahead. I'll come back to it.
Fine. So the point I'm trying to build is that they have understood that it's not just about going to the studio to preach the word of God, but you also need to apply the principles of, good music. When it comes to releasing, even the dates, the timing, the branding, and all of that, they are technical works. With a secular artist, whichever way, they have some kind of technical team behind them, making the work a bit easier when it comes to the digital space and all of that. So in all, let's say you are a gospel musician, instead of you to approach maybe Roberts or Kwame or Andy. As to how you go about, this digital space or even the marketing space or the music business in general, how to understand it so you apply. Some of them will not do that because they believe that it's the Holy Spirit that is giving them the message.
I think that's one of the biggest areas of challenges that we have.
Yes, so they also need to understand that, look, it's not just about going to studio to record a song because you've gotten a message from God. After you record, there are some experts who understand the market very well. And I'm very happy PSA Esther recently came out to say that she has now understood the space of social media. The way she used to see, she has now understand that, look, it's not devilish. It is also part of the business now. Because how she was able to generate conversation around herself and Black Sheriff was great. And that helped the brand as well. When it comes to the technicalities, I believe the gospel musician, most of them overlook that side because they feel the Holy Spirit will do the work. And so when they keep doing it and they don't get results, then it appears like they are being let down, and so we have to motivate them that look, God will do it. God will, but hey, John Mensah Sapon and Bandex Seko didn't think of God will do it. They understood the game very well at that time. It's the same way they have to understand now that look, when they have strong team behind them that understand branding, that understand marketing, that understand the music business, it will help rather than just going to studio to record a message because it's from God.
Okay, Mr. Jotome.
Chairman, the truth of the matter be say, some of the song, you can do everything.
In fact,
Upekra, Fanyamin lead team,
in fact.
but some of the song too, they will need some things. If you no do them, it no go blow. If you do that thing where the song need to go blow. Some of the songs too, they don't need you to do anything. It go naturally. Then you go add something to it. That be the truth of the matter. But in all of this, if you think music be your career, Master, don't give up. But usika bit nyasa esasa.
Watch me.
Usika sana untini nkobwa. And no say janyom no tro. Still write the songs. Network. Maybe you can get somebody to produce you.
To watch you, and learn from
Yes. You see, just be consistent at what you do. Because since it's your career, you do not, it's not all about money. At times, getting through to the right people can get you somebody to even finance the project for you. There have been projects where people just, after hearing the project, they will say, oh, I want to put money in this. So the fact that you have failed or some of the songs have not been satisfying to you in terms of the reach and kind of popularity doesn't mean that you quit. If you don't quit.
If you've been doing music for 20 years and you've never had a hit song.
Charlie, Nkofo Bobra will be 50 years. I feel now I hate it. Life, I'm talking about life. Sikaban in sem. It doesn't mean cocoon. Why? Yes, but if you stop,
bank all your resources on a venture that is not yielding any result.
So it means you stop the music.
Sometimes you need to quit. Sometimes you need to quit.
I agree that sometimes.
Sometimes you need to quit.
You know for quit. You know that.
Sometimes. Listen, how can you?
If you know be your calling. So I talk that I say if it be your calling, if be your career.
There was this musician. Some
and your career, they for quit. Why are you not quitting?
So why you call you? So I hate it.
Yeah, that's life. Life can never be balanced. Life be balanced.
There was this musician, fine look, he's fine guy. Charlie, the guy try. Look, there was never a time I switched on my TV and didn't see him. The guy do.
Was it
no gospel.
Was it black and white TV?
Oh no. Okay. The guy try. For about a year or two ago, I saw a video. I traveled somewhere. I think it was. The video was showing on an Ugandan channel or Kenyan or something.
That fad.
Hey! Oh,
wow.
He channeled the energy into some francophone rhythm B and he be like, is this a high life? No more power.
And even those things are possible.
Yeah.
Like varying the options. Maybe
a prophet is not welcome on its own.
You are doing high life.
I think he shot the video at Elwak or something. Nice video where people they dance. Then the video, I'm like, hey, the guy go like that.
So at times, try the options. Maybe you they do high life, Obiya hip life.
Or just sing.
The hip life was some way.
It wasn't working.
Hip life raga.
So you for just sing.
A critical example, Shatawale.
Look,
they do hip life, the raga.
Satawale, they do hip life.
We have come to realize.
Bandana.
Excuse me, please listen. We have come to realize that now it's not just about releasing songs. We are failing. Look, let's admit it. In Ghana, we are failing to understand the rudiments or the music business. Period.
Oh,
continue, Masi.
No,
Omo no mutia saying were the ones that had the money. all they knew was to market it.
Yeah.
But now the marketing strategies changed. Things have changed.
The dynamics.
The dynamics.
There
And
are
a lot
lots
of musicians don't know how to do it. They just want to
of
release
course, it
songs
happens.
and
I
find
mean-
Tinuwe.
But I like the way you just said it. A lot of musicians, because the reality is that in the past, musicians were not really doing that.
Right.
We had other music business professionals within the space and agencies and companies who were just focused on music distribution
Right.
and promotion.
Right.
Exactly. So it wasn't really the artists who were supposed to be doing that.
Right.
So yes. So let's call some of the things out.
But
and see
Robert,
how we can attract
again,
people.
now it is the same thing. You the artist, shouldn't necessarily be at the forefront when it comes to promotion. Yours is to produce. Finish the production, leave it to Robert. He will take it to Uganda. Kwame will take it to South Africa. Martinez will take it to London. Adam will take it to Kenya. Leave it with them
Yeah.
and let them.
Assuming you can find them.
What's your London in?
Assuming you can find the people, or you have people who are able to do that for you. But if you don't, then you have to jump
Do it
into
all yourself.
you know, but, it is what it is. Martina said something about people being treated like if you are foreign folks within the church.
Oh, okay. It's not forgotten.
No, I haven't. There was an analysis, there was a conversation being held a while back, and then they were saying that there's a general thing about Ghanaians where you keep the best of everything for the outsider. You have some bowls in the house.
Oh,
you
yeah.
never use it to eat. When the guest is coming, hey, Kofasa, then they will bring the nice bowl.
Yeah,
then they
yeah,
come,
yeah.
then they take
That's-
Pirates book.
Ghanaian
Then they will
hospitality.
all of that, like you give all the, you relax. Then
Ahohaba.
the food, no, they will give you something. Then they will give the best parts to the foreigner. That kind of stuff. So that thing is like a part and parcel of our thinking, and it almost reflects in how we relate to people, even in this particular space. You understand? You keep the best always for the foreigner, always for the guests, the best cup, water, everything. Like you treat them nice, you give them your bed, like you dear, you for just manage. When they go, then when they go, you don't even enjoy it too. They will tell you to keep it and when the next person comes. So it's almost like we sort of don't give ourselves the best of things in life. We acquire them, but we want to give it to the foreigner. That was one of the things that has been explained as a reason for that kind of.
Is there any biblical injunction to that? So that we continue doing that at our expense. Maybe God will bless you more when you are kind to visitors.
Oh yeah, it doesn't mean don't be kind to yourself. But the point is, like, people are literally not kind to themselves in the process of being kind to the foreigners.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? So I just wanted to speak to that as well as one of the traits within our, the Ghanaian behavioral system that supports that kind of.
So the thing is
Not
that
just
every
music, it's
profession
categories.
you find yourself, you need to learn the rudiments of the profession.
Sure.
I mean, it's a trade, it's a business. So you need to learn the rudiments and apply those rudiments, And even if you apply the rudiments and they don't work, you need to review, you need to evaluate it. I mean, have you applied it well? Where did you get it wrong? How can you tweak it? That is how it should be continuous. And when it comes to like marketing and promotion, it's a very long activity. So at times, somebody release song, they put in energy 1 month, and that's all. At times, you need to push it further.
Are we saying the sharper you are, the more useful you are to God?
But the gospel people,
depends.
some of these things don't really relate to them.
Let me
like
tell you
that,
something
or-
that will burst your bubble. God doesn't deal with dumb people.
So the sharper
Okay,
you
he
are,
deals with them. Yeah, he'll show you something.
but he created them though.
But not the mind.
He created dumb people.
God does.
God didn't. How would we have known the difference between smart people?
But
There should be a dumb person for you to know a smart person. Yeah.
If you who use wadwinin to ask for wisdom, not the amount.
When beside there,
What was that?
Did not see bisa.
Jimmy na.
But God created everything in two. Bad and good. Negative and
Oh,
positive.
there is somehow good. There is somehow bad. That one too exists.
which one is somehow bad, somehow good?
Oh, like you.
I'm slow.
You are somehow good.
Something which is there. Hey, baby, oh.
You like this, you can be good and you can be bad sometimes. Let me read this message from Srila. But first, Vida has won my money. Charlie, like,
Which Vida?
like Vida, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Which of them do you know?
You thought I do
That
too
was
much.
it.
But they do you want to win the cash. Like me, I'll go take the money. Like, or Vida, like I'll double it or triple it. They are the few. They are the few that get it.
Dada, what?
They are the film. Hey, madam, why are you shouting?
I'm happy. I'm happy.
Vida.
Yes, sir.
I was saying yes, sir. Vida, why are you a student? You won my money.
Yes, so.
How much did you win?
500 cedis.
How much did you stake?
You said?
How much did you stake with?
10 cedis.
10.
Yes.
How to play.
Oh, Vida, you've won. 10 cities for 500. Have you won before?
No.
Hey, this is your first time.
The first time, oh.
Wow. Vida, I prophesy tomorrow you will win more.
Amen, oh.
Tomorrow, Vida, stake 20 Ghana and you will win 1,000 Ghana cedis. I prophesy.
Okay.
Amen. Have a lovely day. Hey.
Thank you so much.
You're most welcome.
We from
Bibi. You heard something? I heard it too. I was like, hey, Vida, what's happening this morning?
Hey,
What did you hear? Please tell us.
Vida,
Yes.
where are you?
I'm a Samai.
Are you at home?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Vida, who are you there with?
With my kids.
There's some moaning at the background, so
Sorry.
okay, have a nice day,
So,
Vida.
y'all didn't hear it?
You didn't hear it.
What is-
You
what is-
get it?
What is morning?
Morning.
Aha.
Anopa.
Yeah, it's.
Or morning. No one has died yet.
At times we day here, we think about the church.
Charlie, it's always nice when the women win. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, let man there, Charlie. Yeah, boss, you win. Yeah.
Hard guy.
So you've won
Boss,
for
because-
500 cities. Yeah.
The reason is that the
Are you
bills,
excited? Oh yeah.
the bills shall pass. The,
But
the money
a
you win.
woman wins.
It be bonus. It be bonus. Mr.
The woman
Hagler,
wins.
Mr. Hagler, if
At
you
this point.
This is where we end the program.
Mr. Hagler
Let me read
wins
this
10
one from Sprilla. Sprilla has sent a very interesting message. Please listen.
Hagler, you have to sanitize this.
remember he is
On X, he says, hit songs are relative. Go to the Ghana community.
Thank you.
Artists like King Jerry, please.
Thank you. Listen to this one. Kwame.
I'm listening.
King Jerry, need funny esoteric songs are being in heavy rotation every day. The songs we think are hits nationwide are not a hit there.
Oh.
In this case, Axe have a hit song due to demograph. He has a point. Because a
So
song may
like
be big.
Bukom hits.
Yeah, a song may be bigger in Kumasi.
Yeah.
Because
He's
me, I
right.
go to Kumasi, sometimes I hear a song and I go like, hey, why Suni? Everyone, when you know, be here to, or I go to Takrade and everyone is jamming to a song and challenging me and say, hey, why hit you a hard dread? Like, hey, how come it's not big in Accra? Rob, you
Bukom
remember when we
hits.
went for the
Kumasi
conference?
hits.
Was it the nominees jam? There was this conference we had there. And some of them were even complaining that they have songs that are way bigger. But they are not heard in Accra. But the question is, who is to blame? You must do the legwork, bring it so that the song can be, people can be associated with it, or they can.
But again,
so
you
then-
don't use just
so
one
then it
parameter.
It
Again,
makes sense for
oh,
you to
you can
qualify.
never use one parameter.
again.
So it
yeah.
makes sense for you to qualify by saying global hits, national hits.
Yes, Bukom hits.
Charlie, but national hit.
geographical
What
hits.
determines a national hit?
No, if you say national
When
hits,
it's
then you
enjoyed
mean,
by a
nationwide.
number of people in the
Because,
country.
there are certain big songs you go to places you play and nobody go mind you.
For
Yeah,
example,
but to a large extent,
Una,
to a large extent,
everybody will play.
you may not be able to cover the entire nation.
Charlie, you may be shocked.
Maybe
There are certain
until
You
I'm
may
shocked.
not be able to cover
Until
the
I'm
entire
shocked.
nation, but if you're able to cover a large proportion of the nation, you've done your best.
Yeah.
So you can't compare a song that has covered, let's say, about 10 out of 16 regions to a Bukum hit.
Yep.
Right.
That's why we have
Hey,
what we call
Uncle.
monster hits.
The truth of the
That's why
matter be
we have what we
saying,
call monster hits.
the job hard. That be the.
That be all. Listeners,
And now
let's
for
end
hands,
it.
okay, sorry.
I said it right. Listeners, let's end it all.
I don't
Let's
live
end it.
close to any ghetto up there.
Wale show.
Unless you remember.
Listeners, a big thank you to Betway, Franco Trading Enterprise, Cowbell Coffee, Big O Refreshing Drink, ITEL A80, MTN, Dewa, Soccerbet, EcoBank, Game Park. According to our debtors, the numbers are reducing. Now they are coming home. Listeners, my name is Andy. Thanks so much, Adam, Robert, Kwame, and Martinez. Thanks so much to Paul, Fidelis, DJ Fantastic, Wadud, Stephanie, Odile, and Yemi. Mr. Agla is up next with Music Box, bringing you the very best of songs you can hear on your radio today. My name is Andy. Bye for now.